What's going on, YouTube? Pistol Pete here. Hey, so, man, I did it. I freaking finally got one. This one was in the making for years and years. And thanks to Cowboy Seebops, thank you, brother. He scratched off a knife I've been wanting for years on my bucket list. I've been wanting this knife for the past, I would say 7 years, 8 years. This has been on my eBay search. I've been looking around. I was even hitting up people on YouTube, asking if they're willing to sell it. That's how much I wanted this knife. I just love the look of it, whether it's budget or not budget or whatever, just the look of the knife. And then come to find out, it's a bitchin' hard use knife. It's not even a cheapo budget where it's gonna break on you or it just looks only. No, this thing is a hard use. It's actually well worth over what they're charging for it. Maybe that's why they stopped making it. Maybe they weren't making any profit because it was just too much to make and too much metal for the price. These were like 50, 60 bucks when they were out. And I don't know why they stopped making them. Maybe that's the reason, I don't know. But they're bitching. Go look up every single content creator that you could find on this Raptor Bowie, the Mtech Raptor Bowie, and see if you could find anyone that has broken one, that said it sucked, that they said the edge warped, that said that it's just junk. I saw numerous reviews. One is We All Juggle Knives. This guy got it called the Log of Truth, Mtech Raptor versus the Stump of Truth or something like that. He literally just wails on it. And he doesn't, the edge is flawless. No chips, no rolls, no folds, nothing. And he chopped, I don't even know how long he did it for. I didn't even fast forward the video because it was a long time. He chopped this log. He pretty much just gnawed down this freaking log to like almost half by just chopping at it with this freaking knife, not a blemish on the blade. There was another gentleman, I didn't catch his name of his channel, heavyset dude. He said someone, and again, this was about 7-8 years ago when I looked it up, but this was nuts. Someone gifted him this knife and said, told him to destroy it. And he's like, it's a beautiful knife, I don't want to destroy it, but he tried to destroy it. This guy was hitting it with a hammer, the back end of a tomahawk, smashing it, doing like he was batoning with the freaking back end of a steel tomahawk and through logs, through full-on like half trees, just chopping them down with that. I mean, it was nuts. I was like, damn. And at the very end, he starts breaking the brick apart. Now, mind you, the metal was a little bit dented. The tip never broke off. The edge, very, very minor damage. Even he was hitting the brick with the edge part, and it was just dulling out a little bit, but nothing broke. It never broke. So the heat treat was freaking on point. The knife's just a beast. It's just a freaking beast. So I've been wanting this forever. Going back to Cowboy Seebob, he recently is having a knife sale. If you're really a knife, he has a bunch of knives from high end to budget. If you ever want anything, go see what he has left. He's going to be rolling them out. So he has a bunch left actually. So he has a lot, but maybe there's one that you might want, that either a nicer one or a budget one that that you can't find anywhere. He might have it, and he has a lot for sales. And his sales are awesome, really good deals. And thank you again, Cowboy, for the awesome deal, man. Appreciate that. So he gave me this practically for almost for what he bought it for, man. He gave me a really good deal on this Mtech Raptor. I hit him up, so I saw he had the sale. I hit him up for a Raptor, and I hit him up for the Boker Al Gigante. And I just did a video on that. Check that one. That's a freaking beautiful, that's a work of art freaking kind of knife, man. Just absolutely amazing. But anyways, back to this one. So he said, okay, we made a deal, and I ended up picking up this blade. So ironically, right, I've been waiting years asking people, and at one point I was willing to pay up to 200 bucks. And mind you, this is a $50 freaking budget now, but that's how bad I wanted it at one point. I was gonna pay 200 bucks to someone that would sell it to me. I was getting no's. I was getting no's for people. They're like, nah, man, I want that part of my collection. That thing is, you can't find them anymore. They're rare. Nah. So for 200 bucks, people were telling me no. That's what I knew it was a popular knife, and it's a good knife. So I ended up, thank God, I ended up finally getting off. Now looking back, I wouldn't pay that. No, but this was 5-6 years ago when I was looking. Even then, I couldn't find one, and I was willing to pay that then. Now I wouldn't pay that. I mean, just because you get a little more wise, a little more older, a little more wiser. But anyways, it's still a freaking awesome knife. So I ended up making the deal with Cowboy, and got one of my grails. So real quick, let's start with, before I go on to the next part, which is pretty funny and ironic, but let's start with the blade. Let's just get into it. Talked long enough. Sorry, guys, rambling on. So it does come in this pretty thick leather sheath. And again, mind you guys, 40 to 50, top 60 bucks, this one for when it was new. Look how thick that sheath is. Look how thick and nice that sheath is. Nice, generous belt loop, nice thick belt loop, hard button fastener there to keep the blade in there from not wiggling around. A nice little guard right here. That comes up, flails up. It's pretty badass. Awesome stitching, awesome stitching. Nice smelling leather. You can tell it's real leather. I don't think this is pleather. This looks and feels like real leather. You can see it in there. It's real leather. For the price, that was crazy. I don't know how they did that. I mean, I know this is made in China, so maybe it's slave labor, and they're just, maybe that's like I said, maybe they stopped making them. They were making a profit on these because these are just awesome, just awesome. But like Cowboy says, it would be nice if they had a little hole here to strap it on your leg or something. I saw in his video say that. Has a nice fat lanyard hole right there. And let's get into the knife itself and show you this freaking beautiful blade. Check this out. Look how beautiful this freaking blade is. Man, that's just so damn nice. Let's get into the specs a little bit. I'm not gonna go too much into the specs, but I'll give you just a general rundown. So the overall length of the knife is 18 inches. You got a 13-inch, they say it's a 13-inch blade length, but that's 13 inches from the handle to the tip is 13 inches. You have more like an 11 and a half inch cutting edge on this bad boy. The steel, and that's what's kind of trippy too. They made different steels on this, and it's kind of a mystery, I guess. Obviously, they're using whatever they're doing. They have awesome heat treat, whatever it is. And again, guys, I'm gonna tell you right now, this is made out of 440C steel, 440C steel, or the other two they used was the what is it? The 13 CR MOV, I think it is. I'll show you in a minute. But this one is made out of 440C. It says right there, 440C stainless steel. Right here, it says 6 millimeters thick. That's 6, right? Yeah, 6 millimeters thick. And CNC machined, Raptor, tactical, survivor. I'm reading this backwards, so excuse me. Slowing down here. Then it says under here, it says survival is the only thing that matters. A little bit of dramatic writing there. It's kind of cool though. I found that kind of cool. And then you got the Mtech logo there, Extreme Raptor. And then on this side, it says designed in USA, handcrafted in China. So, and you do have micarta handles, which are perfectly done. I mean, these things are, it's smooth from here to here. No transition. You don't feel any hot spots. Even this little sub hilt here doesn't rub on your finger. It feels good in the hand when it's heavy blade, but and they say this is 6 millimeters thick. I think it's a little thicker. I think it's close to 7. People measured it, and people had thicker blades and thinner blades. So maybe it's just a estimate of how thick it is. It's brushed satin. Look at that. Look how beautiful that is. That is just freaking absolutely amazing. And I love that dramatic long clip point. That is just freaking beautiful. Such a beautiful knife, man. Freaking love it. Love it. Love it. And what I was going to say is, I'm rambling on here. I'm sorry about that. But 440C, don't shy away from 440C, and don't shy away from it's the Chinese version of that, which is like that, I forget the 13 CR. Give me 1 minute. I got it right here. I'll tell you right now. The 8 CR 13 MOV. That's what I'm trying to say. And that's just pretty much the close to, they say it's more of like a Oz 8 equivalent, I guess, more than 440C, but either one of those blades, I'm telling you, freaking knife snobs out there, dude. You guys don't know. You don't know, so you can't, you're just going off what you're reading forums and stuff, and you're not using this actual, I guess, a lot of this shit, because a lot of guys will leave comments like, oh, that's junk metal, that thing will fold, blah, blah, blah. I did go look at my hard use review on the Black Mule Bowie. That's made out of that freaking 8CR 13 MOV. Go look at, I have a bunch of videos of my, it's a thin blade Rambo. It's called the, it's like a Rambo knockoff, but it was made in Japan. It was made in the 80s. That thing, it's hollow handle and it's thin stock. I chop, I throw it, I baton with it. It freaking held up perfectly. No folding, no rip, nothing. Go check out that video. That's 440C. If the heat treat is done right on either one of those metals, it's gonna last you a freaking lifetime. Another good one that's made out of the CR13 MOV that I did a hard use review on was the Cold Steel. Which one was that one? It was a Cold Steel Budget. It was one of the really hardcore used ones. Man, I'm having a lot of brain farts today. But I used one of the budget folders.
Damn, I couldn't remember the name of that.
That thing held up phenomenally, and I did everything. I threw it, batoned with it, chopped with it, everything for a folding knife, and that thing did nothing wrong with it. Use it all the time. It holds an edge. The Black Mule Bowie, I shaved my arm hair after I was done done doing the review. I was able to shave my arm hair after batoning and chopping and everything else. dude, don't shy away from these metals. Don't shy away from them. I'm telling you guys, you're missing out. You're doing yourself a disservice if you're thinking that metal shit. Put it that way. If you think that metal sucks, you're gonna do it yourself a disservice. So it does have a little choil here for choking up. You got a little up here too, a little spot to put your thumb on up here. I guess we're doing fine work. I mentioned it has nice red liners. I think I showed you, but I didn't say it. It has nice red liners or thin liners, but they make the knife pop a little more. So now going back to the story about when Cowboy sold this to me. Again, guys, maybe 7, 8 years, something like that. I've been looking for this years and years. I've been looking for this. Never once came up on my eBay search. Never once anyone selling one, see one selling one anywhere. It finally freaking came up right after I bought this one. Right after I bought this one, it came up on eBay. Pump popped up, brand new in box, Mtech Raptor, never used. And it was the guy was selling it for pretty much what they went for, maybe like 10, 15 bucks over for what they went. I lucked the hell out. Boom, buy it now. Bought it immediately. That thing was sick, and and it's just man, I just love it. So I ended up over here with 2 Mtech Raptors. And what I was saying before is it's kind of a mystery. They use 2 different stills. This one, as you can see, says they used the 8CR 13 MOV still. This one, it says they use the 440C still. So they use 2 different types of stills for this. And then check this out. Same knife, same handle shape, same everything. I mean, it's not different model, same model number, same blade shape and everything. This one here is a thinner stock than this one. Let's see it back up here. So one of them is thicker. One of them is like almost like a millimeter thicker than the other one. So you can see it there. This one here is the thicker one. This one here is a little thinner, but just a little bit. But it's a little bit, the thickness is, and the weight, I measured them, this one's a little bit heavier. So a little bit thicker, 440C, a little bit thinner, 8CR 13 MOV. Both bitchin', both have awesome freaking heat treats. Just amazing, amazing knives. So I looked out, now I got 2 of these bad boys, man. Oh, dude, I can't wait to just... So since this one is mint in box, no scrapes, no scuff marks, no nothing. I mean, brand new with the sheath. And like I said, guys, let me show you this. I mean, when I said it came new in box. It was still wrapped in the plastic. So yeah, I'm telling you that right now. So brand new in box, no scrapes, came razor sharp too. Just bitching. So this is gonna be my put it in the hutch, save it, because for me it's a grail to me. It's a grail to me. It's a budget blade, it's a grail. It's one I've been wanting for years. It's one that I've been freaking lusting over and oh man, just oohing and awing over. So this is gonna be the collector one, and then this one is gonna be the one I use to do everything else with bottle cuts, chopping. I might even do a full use. I can't do it today, it's getting dark now, but I will eventually do a full use review. And this one, even this one's in good shape, but it does have some scrape marks. You can tell some scrape marks going this way, but nothing too bad. Nothing too bad right here. It's flawless. The rest of it's flawless. So I don't know. I still might not go too crazy on this, but man, just absolutely beautiful. Absolutely. It even has removable. You can even make your own handle scales if you wanted to. These are removable. It's just an awesome, fucking solid, awesome knife. Awesome knife. And this sucker, like I said, let me show you guys. Show you guys I'm not fooling around here. This sucker is a freaking razor blade. I did some shorts. You can go back, see cutting paper. I'm making circles on the paper. I mean, I'm freaking, I'm putting this, the edge, I actually put an edge on this because it was kind of dull. This one was dull from Cowboy. And man, I got this sucker razor sharp. See if there's that coming up in there? Yeah. I mean, it's shave hair sharp now. I mean, this thing, I was doing waves in the paper and stuff. That's how sharp this thing is, man. But just an awesome Bowie. If you can come across one of these, highly recommend it. Absolutely love it. It stood, even, sometimes you're lusting over something, you get it, and it's nowhere near like you thought. Like, oh man, I thought it'd be better than that. Kind of sucks. There's a few that did that to me. The Condor Undertaker Bowie. I was going, oh, that's a cool blade shape. I got it, and it was just quality control was horrible on that thing. I got a second one. It was better, but still not like I was like, not like I was expecting. It was a little off. A couple knives I gotten like that where I'm like, this one, I got it, and it was the opposite. It was like, holy crap, dude, how are they charging $50 for this? How was this thing freaking $50 back in the day? How did they afford? How are they able to make any profit? But it's awesome, awesome. Like I said, and from what I've seen on other content creators, it freaking holds up. You chop in and stuff, this edge will stay sharp. It won't fold. I mean, they have awesome heat treat. Maybe that's why they're hard to find. People know this and they're hanging on to what they have. So sorry for the rant. Sorry this took it's probably a long video, but I had to show these off. I had to show you guys my fortune. Thank God I lucked out and got two beautiful freaking buoys. Grails of mine, freaking grails. Just absolutely love these freaking beasts. So I was very, very fortunate in that. And I keep getting lucking out on these deals. Lucking out on these deals. All right, YouTube, please like, subscribe, and until next knife, gun, or whatever.